Don't get me wrong, I love rhythm. I love to dance. I love music that makes me want to move. But as I listened to everything that was coming out, I had to ask myself the question, why does celebration have to feel so empty? I started to realize, like, the celebration that they're talking about, the partying that they're talking about, it doesn't last. You know what I mean? There's nothing meaningful. There's nothing that I can feel when I walk away and feel like, oh yeah, I feel good about that. I definitely have been elevated. And that was a problem for me. And I know for a lot of people, what they're going to think is, oh, well, you just want to talk about sunshine and rainbows. You want to talk about joy. And in my opinion, right now, joy is actually rebellion. Think about that for a minute. Joy is rebellion because right now we're constantly being fed, just give in to the darkness, just give into it. You know what I mean? All that life is pain and sorrow, and you end up, miserable anyway. So just give into the, whatever the darkest thing you possibly can give into. So right now, joy is rebellion. Joy is getting people to see it is way more difficult to choose the light. It's way more difficult to get up and say, you know what, I need to go to therapy today, or I need to work out today, or I need to take better care of myself. So today I'm gonna, make sure that I drink 3 glasses of water, whatever it looks like to you. It's way more difficult, but it is way more fulfilling. And I feel like that's part of the purpose of my music. Joy gets a bad rap. Joy is seen right now in our culture as soft. It's not soft. Having to choose light over darkness, over numbness, which is what most of what we're being told right now is, there is so much joy, but it's harder to choose. It's way harder to choose than numbness. And so right now, where we are, joy is an act of rebellion. So when I'm boiling this down, when I'm thinking about, well, what is that? What do you call that you're trying to make? It's radiant pop. What is radiant pop? It's music that makes you want to move with a message. Legacy isn't just about being dead and being remembered. It's about what you choose to do while you're alive. That is legacy. And so when it comes to an artist's legacy, I do truly, truly believe that it is our responsibility to bring joy, to bring happiness. In that it's not about being unrealistic and just saying, that we ride around on unicorns all day. Life can be difficult. Life can be challenging. But at the end, we choose the light. We constantly choose the light. And even the times when we choose darkness, when we choose numbness, that doesn't mean that that is our last choice. We come back and we say, wasn't the best choice. Let me move forward again. So as you're creating, as I'm creating, I'm making sure that it is reality, that sometimes relationships fall apart, that sometimes you're not your best self. But the overall message is not, what, we're all screwed, go out and just get drunk all the time. That's not the goal. It's when the purpose of what you're doing it for is just to become numb to the fact that reality can be difficult. You've lost the point. It's about experiencing thankfulness and finding joy in that, and also honoring yourself in the times when it's difficult. Absolutely. There are times where you have to sit back and just allow yourself to feel whatever it is you're feeling. You don't live in it. You don't live in it for the next 2 years, but you have to give yourself space and time, and sometimes therapy, often therapy. So where does my song Nano in Time fall into all of this idea of joy? That's what the song is about. It's the joy of the meeting someone and experiencing all of this euphoria and all of the joy of hanging out for the first time and really just developing the relationship, right? And when I talk about complexity, the song is definitely, it mentions moments of complexity. I think the second verse, the line is, you fear there's no tomorrow. I fear what I do never lasts.
You feel that there's no tomorrow. I feel what I do never last.
And so that's part of, in the second verse, I wanted to write that because in the first verse, it's really just about, finding this person, really falling in love with them. But the second verse, I wanted to start to talk a little bit about the complexity of, our fears a little bit, because I know for a lot of people, my artist named Legacy Son, what is one of the things that I fear the most? It is definitely doing all of this, and then it means nothing. It doesn't help anyone. It doesn't impact anyone. And I think sometimes we get it twisted because we think, Oh, unless I help 5 billion people, it doesn't count. No, think about that teacher that helped you through that tough time if your parents are going through a divorce or if you had an eating disorder or whatever it is. That teacher made a huge difference to you, and then you have been able to make a difference to other people. It all matters. That drop in the river, it matters, because without that drop, you know that some water is evaporating. You need those drops to keep the river going. I think ultimately, I'm not here to kill the party at all. I'm not here to say, you know what, we can't go out and have fun. Instead, I am encouraging people to understand that joy isn't numbness. You don't have to be numb. In fact, the deepest joy you will feel, the deepest happiness that you will feel, is when you're living your authentic self and when you're being honest with yourself. And honesty means sometimes having to face your darkness and then choosing light anyways. And that's why I create music.
I found you in a constellation.